Hi friends, welcome to the course Proverbs Expressive English presented to you by me Amirtha Devrajan. Let's begin with today's lesson. So guys, you can click on this link to go to my profile where you can click on the follow button to be regularly updated with all the lessons and courses I'm publishing. And also don't forget that your feedback is precious to me. So don't forget to rate and review and tell me how you felt about this course and what kind of changes you experienced after being a part of this course, and recommend and share so that more people have access to it. An Academy is providing free education, and I think everyone should be a part of this. And let's make a revolution by educating India. So you can do this. You have the power of doing that by sharing these lessons. And comment, tell me what kind of doubts you have regarding these lessons and what kind of courses you want me to take up further in future. Thank you so much to all of those who have been regular in commenting and giving me feedback. I read it, I apply it, and it really means a lot to me. I really cannot thank you enough. I can keep on thanking you, but I think it's my duty to thank you from time to time. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. So the first proverb is, two wrongs don't make a right. Meaning is someone else may do something. If someone does something bad and does not get punished for that, does not mean that you have the permission to do the same thing. It is not allowed. It is not justified, and you won't be, excused for that. So two wrongs do not make a right. Let's look at the example. Jill says, I'd really like to humiliate Fred after he made fun of me in front of everyone at lunch. Jane says, now, Jill. Two wrongs don't make a right. Just because he humiliated you and he was excused because it was taken in a light manner doesn't mean you will be excused too, because that was fun and this might sound like a revenge and this might have serious undertones. So you cannot do that, because two wrongs do not make a right. Just because someone else is doing it and the situation is such that he is excused does not give you a right to do the same thing, because you can land in greater trouble. So that is about it. Let's move on. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar. This means that it is easier to get what you want by flattering people and being polite to them rather than making demands. If I politely tell you that how much it means to me if you rate and review and share and comment, I think you will take it in a you will take it positively. If I say that I won't be uploading the lesson if you do not rate and review, you will say, okay, mat kar bhai. You don't need to upload another lesson. We don't need such a teacher, right? You have to be polite in order to, you have to communicate in a polite manner, and definitely you will catch more flies with honey than vinegar. So your quality, the way you speak and the way you approach people, it should be more sweet than, harsh. If you're harsh to someone, they will give it back to you, obviously. So make sure you catch flies with honey and not with vinegar. If you look at this example, people are pulling the boss and the boss is sitting in a comfortable manner, and this is vinegar commanding him to go, and he's trying to catch flies with vinegar by demanding and commanding people to do something. On the other hand, who is the real leader? Who leads everyone? Who takes the maximum effort? So this is vinegar. Being polite and leading everyone is sweet, and that is honey. So this person will definitely catch more flies than this person will. Let's look at the example. Jill says, this meal is terrible. Let's catch the restaurant manager over here and make a scene unless he gives us money back. Jane says, we might have more luck if we ask him politely. You can catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. So I hope the example is crystal clear. Let's move on. A fool and his money are soon parted. Meaning that foolish people make purchases without consideration. It is easy to sell something to someone foolish. So a person who gets money, if I get 10,000 rupees, and that sum is extremely precious to me, but I think, arey ab to paise hain, chalo let's buy this, let's buy that, let's buy this. So I will easily part with my money. I'm not considering if that product is really required right now. I'm in a needy kind of situation. Considering that, do I require such luxuries? If I need that money, I should put it to better use. I should not go into luxuries right now. So when you do not consider, this is what happens. You are parted with your money in no time. Let's look at the example. Greg won the big lottery jackpot. He turned around and spent it all at the casino. A fool and his money are soon parted. So, this is a perfect example. Spending it at the casino, you don't know what happens to your money. It's all gone. So, you just take it, You don't even rejoice it, and the next minute it's away from you. So that is what happens to a fool who does not consider before spending. Moving on. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, meaning that a daunting task usually is started by doing something simple. If you start something by doing something simple, then it will enable you to take a big step. Moving on, further on. If you look at this example, a tortoise, usually takes small steps. So it can also travel 1,000 miles considering its slow speed. But you have to keep that in mind. A journey of 1,000 miles, a daunting task, a long journey starts with a single step and a very small step. Let's look at the example. I'm feeling really overwhelmed about my research project, but I have to start somewhere since a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a simple step. So you can take small steps, and then when you think that it is the right time for you to move on, then you can take big steps and you can take big decisions in your lives. But always remember, taking a big step, right in the beginning, won't give you experience. That is what this means symbolically. Moving on. So we come towards an end. Thank you so much for watching. I'm awaiting your responses eagerly. Thank you. Have a nice day, guys.